Hello and welcome to another live. Hi guys, I'm Afsana from UKVI Education. Hello. It's been a long time since we've done a live like this. So just want to say thank you for coming here and thank you for watching. Right, I'm going to bring a bit of ambience into the video. So here we go. Let's see if you like it. No, we don't want clapping today. Here we go. It should be coming. Let's see. There you go. Let me know what you think. StreamYard, thank you StreamYard for this. Okay, if it's too loud or not too loud, let me know. We are live at the moment on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram. Okay, Instagram will be around 30 seconds before me, but that's fine. Okay, so welcome. Right, so what's this all about? What's going on? A lot's happening. Stress. We're all stressed. My goodness. I didn't want to do this live because I thought, no, my students are being stressed. But I thought, no, I've got to support solidarity. I need to provide support to my students. Okay. There's a lot of information going around. And I thought, no, I think we all need to demystify what's going on at the moment. Some parts of the world, visa rejection rates are going up for student visas. In the UK, some universities are getting too many applications, so they're actually collapsing their intakes. This happened to one of the universities we worked with last week. I'm happy to talk about that more later on. So that's a bit of stress. Also, we've got other parts of the world where student visas are being issued very late. The process time is very slow. If that is you, I'm really sorry about that. It's not nice. And last week, some of my students, they didn't get through because their intake got cancelled. So again, it's a repeat of last year. So there's a lot going on at the moment. And today I thought, no, I think we need to have a clean slate. You really need to know what's going on with regards to English language. Okay, so you could be brand new. If you're an old follower, hello, welcome back. If you're a new follower and you probably don't know who I am, I'm Afsana. I'm the co-founder for UKVI Education. We are a direct partner for several UK universities. We are a British Council certified, I'm a British Council certified counsellor. We are an online business model. So that means all your consultations will be happening online. Okay, right, I'll put a QR code at the top there. That is for you to scan anytime, whether you're watching this on the television or on your phone or laptop, let's say, where you can actually insert your information and then we will actually help you with regards to a UK university admission. It could be for bachelor's, it could be for master's. Okay, so I'm going to share a slide with you. It took me a bit of time. Let's see if you like it. So here we go. So today I'm going to talk about UK Masters without an IELTS. So I'm going to make it a bit bigger so you can see. Okay, so I'm still getting consultations where people are not sure whether they need it or not. So I thought, no, let me talk to you guys direct. For those of you who don't know, oh, let's go on Instagram. We've got a lot of students coming in. Hello, welcome. Right, let's see. We've got Tawfiq, we've got Shuda, we've got Rose, we've got Prestige, we've got Double G. Hello, Double G. We've got Purohit, we've got Faiza Umar, we've got Radian, Miracle, we've got Khaled. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you're well. Ramadan Mubarak in advance. I think it's tomorrow. Okay, right. So Instagram, you guys are 30 seconds behind. Facebook and YouTube, you're live with me, so there will be a bit of a delay, but that's okay. Let me know if the sound is okay. Let me just increase my volume. So I'll be going through this PowerPoint with you. If it's something important, if there's a story, you know me, I'm a teacher. So, oh, hold on, I need to say this. Right, I need to say this. As you know, my friends, I'm a qualified teacher. So with every slide, I always tend to, most of the time, I tend to have a story which may be relevant to you. So bear with me, I like my stories. The reason being is that you can relate to them. And it's real life and they're lived experiences. If you don't know what I'm talking about, hang on. Right, okay, so basically this is a guide for you, whether it's from an academic point of view or from a compliance point of view. Please be aware, as a counsellor or as an agent, we need to be compliant according to the AQF framework, If you don't know what that means, I'm happy to share the link with you. But as part of the British Council, as a counsellor, we have a framework that we have to follow. So we need to make sure we always go back to policy. We always go back to admission policy, whether it's a UK university or UKVI. If you don't know what that means, I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so that's that. So what I will do is I'll go here. Okay, right. I have no idea what's going on. Okay. We're good. So before that, let me just, okay, so you can see that. So basically, can you study in the UK without IELTS? Most of the times it's yes. Sometimes it's a big hell no. And also it depends on the university. Okay, so it depends. For example, and I'll tell you when is acceptable. When you need the English, your English is probably better than mine. That's okay. But there are certain careers, certain courses where you do actually need IELTS, a secure English language test, for example, an IELTS, no matter how good your English is. And there are other courses, depending on the type of university, depending on the course, where the university, they just want you to have IELTS, for example. I'm using IELTS in this example. It could be any secured English language test, but I'm using IELTS because it's one of the popular courses. Hope that makes sense. So I'll go through each category with you so you are fully aware of what's going on. Talk to me if you want in the comments. Actually, do you know what? You can actually do this on StreamYard where you can actually stream the comment. Oh, I've got the comments already. Thank you, Grace. You're the best. So Grace is saying this sound is perfect. Let me know if the music is too loud. Just let me know. Right, there's a way to actually stream the comments. Let's have a look. There is, but I've forgotten how to do that. Right, that's fine. We'll do that another day. Oh, here we go. Show comments on stage. That's a lot going on. Not today, maybe. And just to show Grace, I know you. Right, okay, right. So let's just move you out of the way. Right, so let's go back to the PowerPoint. So here we go, my friends. Now, why is it a big deal? It's very important, okay? Because first of all, there's a few acronyms that you need to know. And for this, my friends, I'm actually going to make my screen even bigger, okay? And I'm going to move the comments. Right, can you see? I've taken a screenshot of gov.uk. So that's the website which all counsellors should refer to when we advise you about student visas. Okay, so UKVI, do you know what that stands for? Let me ask my audience. The answer's there. Where are you? Does anybody know what UKVI stands for? Just say yes or no. I'll give you 10 seconds. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what UKVI stands for. I can't ask Instagram right now because you guys are a bit behind, but that's okay. UKVI, I'm going to share the screen again, stands for, very important, you need to know this, my friends, is UK Visas and Immigration. It's part of the government, UK government. It's an authority. They are the ones who issue a CAS, not a COS, a CAS. Okay, let me put myself in there so you know I'm still here. I haven't disappeared. So what it is, my friends, is the UK government, when they issue a CAS to universities, it's the university's responsibility to make sure that they are satisfied that the student meets the English language requirement. Okay, if you want to go to the website, you just Google student visa space English language, it's there. If you want me to share it with you, just let me know. But basically, you need to satisfy the university. And in response, the university has to satisfy UKVI that they have assessed your English and your English is top notch. Okay, so that's what it is. It's a requirement. We can't avoid it. So next thing is, what are the English requirements? Now, it depends. It could be document based. It could be university based. Now, as you know, these qualifications, you probably know where they're from. They could come from NECO, WASI, WAEC, SSCE, or if you, let's say in Bangladesh, it could be SSC qualification, or if you're from India, for example, it could be standard 11, standard 12. Different countries have different English language, right? But what it is that depending on the university, your WAEC, your WASI, your SSCE, your standard 12 from India, your HSC, if your English is very, 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 very good, that could be accepted, but it depends on the university, okay? Alternatively, so that's what I'm trying to show you. Alternatively, the other thing that I need to say is that, for example, if you are going to, you want to be accepted by a university and don't have those, the university may have an internal English language test. Now, this I need to say, because this does apply. So Chizuba's got a question. Let's see. I would like to apply for PhD in business ed without IELTS. I'm from Nigeria, of course, 100%. So basically, Chizoba, if you have, where are you? Chizoba, if you have WAEC, WASI, NECO, SSCE, C6 or above in English language, IELTS is waived. Why don't you do this? I think you're on WhatsApp with me. I'm happy to share with you the IELTS waivers, and one of them is those. Okay, so if that applies to you, great. Another thing I want to say is, for example, if you come from India, I'm talking about, in this scenario, I'm going to talk about DBA, PhD, and MRes applications. For example, De Montfort University, they actually accept if you have a very, 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 very high English language result from standard 10 and standard 12. So let me give you a case study. It doesn't apply to everybody. You have to contact me direct. But basically, I'm just choking. Right, so basically what it is that I do have one student whose English is very, very good. So we submitted that application, and they said, could you please do an internal test? So he's a he, so he did the test. He passed with flying colors, so he didn't need to do IELTS. And that was free of charge, he didn't have to pay. Okay, so it's a case-by-case basis. If you're going to apply through us, I'm happy to talk about it with you, not a problem. If you want to apply yourself, look at the website. Okay, look at the website, but that's where it is. Right, so I'm going to move on. I hope that makes sense. So let's move that. Okay, right. So yeah, so you could do in university, and they may have an international language English test. Now, if you are from other parts of the world, which is not West Africa, MY may be accepted. Okay, so it depends. The university will have a list of all the universities where they accept the MY. If you are a graduate from those universities, then it's accepted. Again, inquire, just ask an agent like ourselves, or you can look on the website. So we should be up to date. Okay, now, for example, another thing which I need to say, and it's actually here, right at the bottom, I don't know if you can see, actually, I'll just move that to the way. For example, you have done IELTS and you don't like it, and it's a bit of a pain, and you don't want to do it again and again and again. What do you do then? Okay, now, it depends on the course again. You can do pre-sessional English, but it's not for all courses. Okay, so if you're doing a bachelor's, you can do a pre-sessional before that. If you're studying a taught master's, you can do a pre-sessional before that. If you are doing a research degree, the university that we work with, they want you to have the English requirement before, because of the demand for the subjects. Okay, so for example, you've done IELTS, it hasn't matched up to the requirement of the university. Talk to us. I'm so sorry, I'm being very vague. What can I say? Consult us or consult with the website to find out for more clarification. Does that make sense? Let me know. Right, okay, next. Okay, here we go. The next one. Right, who may qualify for IELTS waivers? So this I've already talked about. This is my student. Oh, you can't really see my student, but yeah, if you come, if your MY might be accepted, if you've got WAEC, WASI, SSCE or a NECO, that could be accepted. If your bachelor's degree was taught fully in English, that may be accepted. So an MOI, a medium of instruction letter. Also, some universities will accept, you know, according to UKVI, there's a list of countries where the main subject which is spoken is in English. If the qualification comes from those countries, then IELTS is waived. So again, I'm happy to talk about it with you, or you can go to the website. Okay, so those people are actually can be waived. Anyway, right, saying that, my friends, there are certain degrees, certain courses, no matter how good your English is, you'll still need IELTS because it could be a professional qualification, as in academic or professional qualification. Right, so I'm going to make it bigger so you can see. It's because the admissions team, they want everybody's English to be at the same level playing field. Okay, everybody around the whole world. So we're talking about teachers, it's compulsory, nursing, doctors, vets, pharmacists. I've had one pharmacist, she had to do IELTS. And what was the one? Social work. There are others as well, but these are from my experience. Okay, so even if your English is really, really good, let's say you have a WAEC of grade A in English language, okay, and you want to study social work, or you want to study nursing, or you want to study teaching, you want to teach training, you still will need to do IELTS. If you want more information, like I said, just click on the QR code. I'm happy to help you. Otherwise, consult with the website. That's the best thing. Well, I'm going to quickly go to Instagram to see if there's anything going on there. No, there's 3 people joining. That's nice, but I can't see who you are. Just say hello. It's okay. Don't be shy. It's only me. Okay, right. So that's that. So there's some courses where you need IELTS, no matter how good your English is, and I've told you about them. This picture is actually from Dundee University, where we are a partner for social work. So if you'd like to study pre-masters linked to masters, I'm happy to help you. Okay, right. So why is IELTS a better option for those particular subjects? Basically, it's better that way because of the following reasons. So I'm going to make it bigger so you can see, because I haven't memorized this, by the way. Okay, right. So number one, in some cases, I'm just going to go through the slide with you. In some cases, taking IELTS is actually the smarter choice, even if a waiver is technically available. Okay, one of them could be course requirements. Okay, so maybe your university that you're about to apply, they may require IELTS no matter where your background is from. Okay, no matter, e.g. those courses. Or if you want, you can strengthen your application with an IELTS, with a verified score. Flexibility, you want to keep more course options open. Yes, I do say that to my students, that if you want to broaden your options or horizons, it depends on the subject you want to study. I'm just saying it depends. So a big hashtag there. Also, your English taught degree, if it's from a less recognized institution, maybe IELTS would be, you'd be better off having an IELTS. Now, it's all case-by-case basis. Happy to clarify with you, and we'll take it from there. Okay, now why do we need English proficiency? I know it's obvious, but let's see if you know. So let me just move that there. English academic, hold on, I was supposed to share that thing. English proficiency means academic readiness. What does that mean? It is so, so important. Forget about the visa. You need to make sure you're academically ready for the course. If your level of English is not up to scratch, how are you going to do your course? How will you succeed? Okay, there are so many skills that you need for English language, and plus everything is taught in English, so your English needs to be good. Okay, very important. So for those of you who haven't even thought about studying in the UK but you want to, make sure you focus on your English language. Very important. Okay, right, next. Here we go. Right, so the takeaway message today, this is one of my students at De Montfort University, Ratul. So we've got quite a few things we need to think about. Number one, always check whether your English language will allow you to be waived of IELTS. It may or may not, but double check. You can check it by the university website, or you can check it through us. Okay, where are you lot? Oh, you lot are there. Okay, I'm going to make it a bit bigger so you can see. Okay, right, so one way is make sure you check whether IELTS is waived from your home country. Always, if there are alternatives, there are other forms of English which is accepted, alternative forms, check that part of the website. Okay, so that will save you doing an IELTS if it's not needed. Other part of the arrow, it says always verify requirements. I'm going to say that all the time. Do you want to stress and waste time and get a rejection? I don't think so. Okay, so that's why you can use a consultant or an agent like ourselves, or we can check it on your behalf. It's all written on the website, but if you want like two heads working together, that's what we're here for. Also, there are some courses where if you don't have the right level of English, you can do pre-sessional English, but that doesn't apply to all courses. Again, check with us or check with the website. Does that make sense? I hope so. Let me know in the comments, very important. Okay, the next step, yes, that is a picture of me without my glasses. So the next step, my friend, is go onto the QR code, just scan that, WhatsApp us, email us, not a problem. And we're here to help you to start the master's process, okay? It is middle of Feb. Is it middle of Feb? Yeah, it is middle of Feb now. Now is the right time for you to apply for a UK university for, let's say, September, October. If you want admission before that, not a problem. We're here to help you. But if you don't start, when are you going to start? Okay, that's the end of the PowerPoint slide. So I'm going to remove that. Right, how was that? I'm just going to quickly nip over to Instagram to see what's going on. Oh, they're still behind by 30 seconds. Okay, not a problem. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hang for a couple of seconds, couple of minutes to see if there's anything you'd like to know more about, and then we'll take it from there. So any questions from you guys? There's 3 of you watching right now. Any questions? No? Let me switch the music off. That could be putting you off. Oh, it's switched off. Okay, good. Right. Let's see what else is there. Okay, no problem. Right, if you've got any questions, what you could do, my friends, is why don't you DM us? Oh, all the information is at the bottom there. You can email us, you can WhatsApp us, you can DM us, whether you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram. We're here to help you. We're here to make the process as smooth as possible, as stressful as possible. We can't avoid stress because there's so many factors involved, like I said right at the beginning of the live. Okay, but the whole point of today is we just want to help you to start the process. And slowly, I'll start giving you information. It could be revision for you, it may not be, but I thought I'd give you information which is relevant, which has an impact on everybody. And we just want to try to give you the information so you can be well informed. Until next time, my friends, thank you so much. Thank you for coming to this webinar or this video. Apparently students don't like it when I say webinar. Until next time, my friends, look after yourselves. Ramadan Mubarak in advance. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum. Bye-bye. I got the wrong one, didn't I? Right, hold on a second.